Katie here from the Scrappy Sisters, and I am up today with another 12 by 12 layout, and this one I am using heaps of scraps. I am absolutely scrap lifting Paige Evans, an older layout from Paige Evans, and I'm using heaps of Paige Evans papers and some ephemera on this as well. The photos are obviously of an ultrasound pic of my baby. That was our 20-week scan. As of the time of recording this, I'm 37 weeks, so I'm a little behind, you could say, on scrapbooking, but that's okay. So pretty much what I am just going to show you, and then I'm going to edit it out because it took a very long time, is the layout that I'm scrapping of Paige Evans uses a whole heap of hearts and basically covers most of the page in hearts. She did stitch hers. I don't have a sewing machine currently. Well, I do, but it's not set up and I've never used it for stitching paper. It's on my to-do list, but I just haven't done it. So I'm just kind of showing you the start of the process where I've cut out a whole heap of hearts using 3 different size punches and then stuck them all down, and this is the end result. So I didn't want to keep recording the whole sticking down process because I knew it would take me some time, and it did. I mean, not hours or anything, but it did take a while. And there was no rhyme or reason to how I stuck them down. I just stuck them down. I did have 3 different types, 3 different sizes, sorry, of hearts, but I didn't end up using the really small ones. They were just a bit too fiddly and I didn't think they added much, so I didn't use them. I trimmed down my ultrasound photos just because they were a little big, and I didn't want all the kind of writing and stuff from the computer that was around the outside. So I took them all, I chopped them down, I'm matting them on white paper, and then I wanted to also mat them on something that was a bit less stark, a bit less harsh. So I also grabbed some tissue paper and mat them on that too. If you've been following my layouts so far this year, you'll know I'm trying to use up a whole heap of page kits or kits that I'd put together over the past sort of 12 months in 2018. I'm trying to use them all up so that I can start my 2019 scrapping with kind of newer supplies, and I've got a whole heap of stuff that's a bit more baby related and things like that that I want to use on my 2019 album. So I'm trying to use up some of these things in my 2018 album. So my 20-week scan happened in September, I think on the 24th of September. So I've finished scrapping most of my Project Life spreads. Well, I'm up to week 48, I think. I've got the last 4 weeks to do of Christmas. But other than that, I've finished my Project Life spreads, and then I do 12 by 12 spreads, sort of maybe a couple every month-ish. So I'm just catching up on those, and I've only got maybe 5 or 6 to go for 2018. So my aim is to finish 2018 before the baby's born. And so, as I said, as of filming this, I'm 37 weeks. So, you know, theoretically baby could come at any point, but I'm not feeling like there's any movement at the station anytime soon. So I'm thinking I've still got a few weeks ahead of me to try and get my scrapbooking done, which is also a good thing because I haven't finished all the other baby related things either that I probably should do, but I keep getting distracted by scrapbooking. Anyway, these things happen, don't they? Scrapbooking is very distracting. So as I said to you, I wanted to put the photos also on some, tissue paper. This tissue paper did have really sweet little polka dots in a kind of corally colour, but you don't see them once I've laid it up. Which I knew would happen. But it's still a cute tissue paper. And then I am going to pop the photos up on foam dots. This is quite a dimensional layout because all of the hearts only have a little bit of double-sided tape behind them, and then I've sort of, particularly the big ones, I've kind of lifted up the edges to try and make them a bit more kind of textured, a bit more interactive, a bit more interesting. And then for the smaller hearts, I've put them all on a foam dot. So they are also raised just to add, a bit of dimension. So I had to pop the photos up or they would have looked funny. So I've popped the photos up and I've popped the bottom photo up on one lot of foam dots, and then the top photo I popped up on a double lot of foam dots. as I said, I'm using up some older items. So the big words that are there actually come from the Pink Paisley Moonstruck collection, which is quite old, I believe. And I've used most of it. I just had some of the words and things that I needed to use up. So the words there I just thought worked really well. And so I wanted to use them, and I did. And they are effectively my title. Again, it doesn't, I don't think this layout really needs a title or an additional title in addition to those bigger words. So I'm just going with that. I really wanted to use that black ephemera piece because it says life was made for moments like these. But there's no other black on the layout apart from the photos, and I just couldn't make it work, so I didn't. I also really wanted the key because the key says, and I've taken it off so you can't see it anymore, but it says, "You hold the key to my heart." And I love that sentiment, but I just couldn't make that piece kind of work, so I didn't. So in the end, it's a super simple layout. I just put these three big words, so brilliant, dreamy, amazing, down because I think they work. So I put them down onto the layout, all with foam dots. And then I'm adding the stickers to up the top left there. I actually don't know where they're from. It's possible they're from Maggie Holmes' Carousel. No, I actually don't know. I don't know where they're from. Dear Lizzie, no, got no idea. Sorry. But I don't know. But I feel like it might be Carousel. I think. Yeah. So, that's besides the point. I'm putting every one of the love hearts on that sticker sheet onto this layout. And then I've only got the stars left, and hopefully I will use those up soon too. So I'm happy about that I'm kind of getting through that stuff. So I'm adding them just randomly all over the layout. And then I'm also, I can't remember what I add first. I think I add some tiny word stickers, and again I just added these because I only had a few left and they were part of this kit that I'd put together, and I just really wanted to use them, so I did. And they work. They're cute letters. They're cute phrases and words, so they do work, but they are a little random. The kind of tealy colour doesn't really match, but I don't care. It's all good. But obviously I put the bling on first, so I decided I wanted some bling. I thought about using those Doodlebug sprinkles, which are love hearts, and they would have definitely gone, with the love heart theme, but I wanted some sparkle and shine. So I went with my Kaisercraft rhinestones, and I added like a green, a sort of yellowy, goldy orange colour, and a purple, because they sort of match the colours in Paige Evans papers. Most of these papers are actually, I think, from Take Me Away. So a bit of an older collection. I've got a 12 by 12 paper pad, so they're single-sided and a bit thinner, and just worked really well for this. There might be a few other Paige Evans collections thrown in there, because I did have some 12 by 12 papers that I've had in various kits, but I just kind of pulled out similar colours and themes and threw them together. So there are a couple of Paige Evans collections in this layout. So as you can see, I'm going a bit nuts with the bling, but that's okay. Everything needs bling, right? Even though this is a super busy layout, I'm really happy with how it turned out, and I think it looks cute. And I think it helps that the photos, there's obviously not a lot going on in the photos. They're ultrasound pics. So, they're black and white. There's not a lot to see. An ultrasound pic is an ultrasound pic. And so I think it allowed me to create a really busy background and with lots of different patterns and colours, and it didn't matter because it didn't detract from the photos at all. So these are the phrase stickers that I was referring to. So there's a pink and a teal colour, and you might have seen me use them on a couple of my layouts recently because, as I said, trying to use them up, and I did. I used all of them. I just stuck all of them on the page, and I get very excited. You'll see in a minute that I'm like, I've finished something. Look, there we are, showing you that I'd finished that whole page worth of things. So I'm happy about that. And then to finish it off, I'm just going to add some Heidi Swap Colour Shine in gold, mainly because it's on my desk. It always lives on my desk. But usually I have other coloured mist on my desk as well, but I've moved them to a new home, and this one's just been out a bit because I have used it quite a lot recently, and so it's still on my desk. I haven't put it away, and so I figured I'll just keep using it. I could have probably got a darker colour, but I didn't. We went with gold. And I'm really happy with that. And then that's the end. That's the layout. I hope you liked it. We will see you in the next video, and enjoy. Have a great day. Bye, guys.